Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Go, Reeds, go! Go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now he's free at the 35, and he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moses. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
2nd and 10. Here's the option. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. off in this Lions offense, set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Powering his way forward. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Moses. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they're going to... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Back to throw, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Play action. It's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They go play action here on first down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Moses. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 23 yards the pickup there. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Quickly completed to the right flank. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Goff. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To the air again. Goff. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Hooker on first down. That's complete to the Porter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw, Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hooker now on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Moses. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the play fake. Moses. Open man is Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Moses. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Moses. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's second and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Moses. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on 3rd down. Moses eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to try and do this himself. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ramsey. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. There he goes left side. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
On second down, Hooker. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Hooker looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll go for it. Hooker. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. Moses to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Moses escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Hooker now, 3rd and long. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 3rd down, Moses. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the